So Gina is making some bread.
I've put my glasses on to read the instructions. It's tiny, look though.
How are your bread skills coming along?
Yeah, still pretty poor.
Okay.
But this bread has got everything in it, so I don't have to do anything. I just add water and mix.
Hey guys and girls, it's Friday the 10th of April 2020 and today is my birthday. Those are some sheep. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain for the last couple of days, and I think in fact we're going to have some rain today. The clouds are looking quite ominous over this mountain here. And yeah, as you can see, the grass is growing like really long. We've got blades of grass that are sort of up to my nipples. So yeah, it's looking very green and very lush. You know, 3 days of solid rain. The overall water level has dropped a bit. As you can see here, the irrigation pipe which is in this dam is actually visible, whereas for most of the year it hasn't been visible. So we have had a bit of a water table drop, but a lot of water has just come in. Our vineyard's looking pretty good. As you can see, we've got some grapes starting already, and yeah, lots of greenery all over the vineyard. It's going to look amazing soon. I wanted to show you how our veggies are coming along. We've got the majority of our potatoes have all popped up now, so we've got that sort of zigzag pattern I was talking about in our previous video of potatoes, and then we have like a straight row of potatoes here, although they haven't really come through the ground straight. Yeah, pretty much all of them are coming out now, which is really cool. All of the onions going along next to them, the onions and garlics. Our broccolis are also starting to look really good. They're really big now. So yeah, we're going to have loads of broccoli soon. Oh, there's a little bug. What is that? Oh, it's a spider. Okay, he can stay. The peppers are not particularly happy, in all honesty. They're looking a little bit yellow. You know, I think they're missing some nutrients in the soil. You know, our soil's not the best. We didn't really have lots of compost to put into it, so it's quite sandy and it needs a lot more organic material. This one's looking somewhat better. So yeah. And our carrots are coming along nicely. I think they're going to be very misshapen carrots because they're growing in a very stony soil. So I think they're going to be very funny shapes. A couple more broccolis. And then here are our lettuces. They're coming along very nicely too. Finally we have a row of tomatoes. Well, quite a lot of tomatoes. I need to build a sort of a climbing frame for them. And we have some more tomatoes here that are growing in a grow bag. I just want to see the difference in terms of you know, how green and how vibrant they grow. Obviously this has got lots of organic material in, and then this is mainly like a sort of sandy substrate. And on this episode of the Great British Bake Off, Gina wrestles with dirty fingers. It's 3 minutes past 1 and I think it's time to have a birthday beer. So we're going to be baking some bread inside this bread oven today. This is a traditional Portuguese bread oven, and it's pretty traditional apart from one aspect. It's got a chimney on the top, and I don't think most of them have that. Let's get this party started. So at the moment we have a bit of the smoke leaking out the front, a little bit coming out the chimney. There's going to be quite a bit of smoke in here, so I'm just going to open up these sliding doors here, I think. Gina, what are you doing?
Taking Sophie.
Yeah.
Sophie! Hello, Soph.
I don't really know what I'm doing with this. I have to put quite a lot of wood in here because I want to try and build a perimeter of coals that go along the outside. So, and these coals aren't looking big enough. And also the big pieces of wood are taking a lot longer obviously to burn than the smaller ones. And by the time the big pieces are burnt, then all the smaller ones will just be dust. Okay, so I need to clear that out a bit more so that the center is all nice and clear. I've blocked these holes in the top here. This is kind of like the chimney hole in the top. So that's blocked, and so I've put a thermometer in here. If you look at the thermometer, we've actually gone round in a circle. It's got so hot. It's well over 300 degrees in there. So I'm just going to leave this door open a little bit, and hopefully we can bring the temperature down, because we really want to be baking bread at anyway sort of between, I don't know, like 170 and 190, I don't know, 200 max. What's up, little lady? We have a beautiful soundtrack here of crickets in the tall grass. And they seem to chirp the whole day long. I thought crickets only chirped in the evenings or at night time. So this is our first test run. And I made such a ridiculous fire in here that, like, the door's been open now. I've opened this top chimney vent, and we're still sitting at about, I don't know, 275 degrees, and that's with the door open. When you close the door, then you're looking at a lot hotter. So we need this to come down quite a bit. What do you think, Gina?
I think it's quite a long process.
It's quite a long process?
Yeah.
What, you don't think this is as easy as just turning on the oven?
No.
Yeah. I really like it though. When you're on coronavirus lockdown, and you live on a farm and you've got nothing better to do with your time, well, this is pretty cool. I'm enjoying this a lot. So I don't know when the last time, it's probably about 20 minutes ago or so. I'm just waiting for these coals to die down, because we are now sitting at about 225, and the problem is when I close the door, and that's even with the chimney open on the top, we go up to 275, which is way too hot. I'm talking in degrees Celsius here, not Fahrenheit. What you doing, chickens? What's up with all the pairing? Now we're sitting at around 250. That's with the door closed and the top vent, or the chimney shut. So yeah, so Gina's going to get the bread. Da-da-da. In the nuts. Good shot. That looks good. Cool, now let's shut the door and see what happens. Maybe we put this thermometer in as well, just so we can see what happens when we open up the door. Yeah, that is hot. Wish us luck. Good luck, bread.
I think it's going to come out flat.
Gina's not holding much hope.
I've only, out of all the loaves we've cooked since we've been in Portugal, I've only managed to do one that was half edible.
Well, you know, it's a start.
It's costing me more to practice than it is to buy a euro loaf in the shop.
Yeah, no, you're right. At €1 and you can get a beautiful loaf of homemade bread at the shop. Or you can sit for, I don't know, as long as we have, and burn like, I don't even know how many logs I went through. Probably about 20 just to make coals.
Disappointed every time.
Yeah, and it's going to come out burnt. You know, I can smell the cardboard burning. I think a little shout out for all of this needs to go to Sergio and, well, Sergio and Acasio's mom. When I went and visited you at your mom and dad's place, I saw her baking bread in the oven, and that's kind of how I learned to do what I'm doing now. Well, at least I hope I've learned, because I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that, because I was watching her technique and all the stuff that she's doing, and yeah, if she wants to show us how to do it properly, or even show the viewers on YouTube how to do it properly, I would love to get the camera around there so we can do a little film.
I don't know if I want to look.
So how long has that been then, baby?
Half an hour.
Half an hour? Half an hour is not bad. This thing's probably got really hot inside. Oh yeah, that's quite dark.
No, it's only 100. So I need to get it out and pat its bottom.
What, is it done now at half an hour?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. It looks like it was pretty hot. But yeah, okay, cool.
I was sitting at 150.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so the oven was a bit hot. Hey guys, this is our first try. This is barbecue bread. Barbecue bread, what is it, lockdown style?
But it's toast already.
Yeah, it's toast. This is toasted bread. You're actually buying it. Well, you're not buying it, but you don't even have to toast it. It already is toasted.
It's not ready.
It's not ready.
Fully.
Oh shit. Okay, let's put it back in now. Yeah, well, let's put it back in. I can see it's not ready on the bottom. Okay, guys. So it looks like we completely screwed this up. But what we want to do is have like one of these honest YouTube channels, you know. We're not these guys like painting this beautiful picture saying like, hey everyone, our lives are perfect. This is pretty much sums up our lives, you know.
Oops, that's kind of on the...
Nah, it's fine, it's fine. It's sterilised. It's going to be a little bit sandy. But, you know. Okay, well, let's get that door shut because if it's only 150 in there now, then yeah, it needs a bit. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah. I did say my hopes for it were slim.
Yeah.
I was stroking Nando's while he was eating corn.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were stroking Nando's.
He was a bit like, what are you doing?
Oh.
10 minutes. So this will be 40 minutes in total.
Yeah. So our first bread in the oven.
Our bun in the oven.
It looks
It looks like toast.
yeah, it's already toasted, so we don't actually have to toast this bread. It comes out toasted.
I still don't think it's done.
No, no, don't say that. It looks very done. I think we just need to let it cool down. Wiki. Wiki, you were looking at the camera so nicely, and then I turn on the camera, and then guess what? No more looking at the camera. I mean, isn't that just typical?
I'm going to put the wild cam back down where I had it last night.
Okay. Should we go for a walk? Should we go for a walk? Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
Old road that used to go down here no longer exists. I thought I was saving it from ploughing, but now it's just overgrown with grass. And our new road where Gina's walking is now the road. It's the road that sort of goes all the way up to the car and then heads all the way up to the road, or the main road. Yeah, look at this amazing fig tree. Can't believe how thick the trunk is. So YouTube, this is one for you guys. Look all over the ground here. These leaves are from our apricot tree. This is either apricot or peach because they look very, very similar. And if you look back up at the tree, there's hardly any leaves. And if you actually have a look at these leaves, they look like they've been shot with a shotgun. I mean, they are like, let's see if I can zoom in on one of these. Completely peppered the whole way through. So the leaf has got all these holes going through it. We can't see any parasites on it. I don't know if it's like a fly or a bug, or, but this is on an apricot or a peach tree. So there were leaves all over this.
Oh, well, they're all over the ground.
They're all over the ground now, look at this.
Has this happened within like 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, it's been quite quick. And now it's bare branches. So I don't think we're going to have any apricots this year.
I can see apricots. Look, there's lots of...
Ah, yeah, look at that.
But...
Yeah, but without the leaves, the apricots aren't going to be able to get energy, so... Yeah, it's a real shame, this. You know, it's been so awesome having Bob the camper van on our farm. And, well, these chairs are lying over because when we had them upright, like that, while it was raining, they were just filling up with rain. And so I just knocked them over. I should probably put them away. I know, terrible. But, yeah.
We need to wait for them to dry before we can put them away.
I'm not putting them away.
Oh, I thought you said I'm going to put them away.
I said I should probably put them away. I'm not putting them away now. But yeah, it's so lovely having this camper van because, like, it's just a little place where you can go and you can just hang out. And you're in a beautiful little location on the farm. You've got a beautiful little mountain view. You can fire up the kettle. You can watch TV, use the internet. I mean, it's awesome. It's like a little studio flat. So I absolutely love having this camper van here. It's really awesome. You can hardly see Gina through the grass. Look at that. How cool. So she's putting down the wildlife cam because I don't know if you can see here, but we've got big areas where wild pigs are coming through and they're having a big old party here at night time. So Gina's just putting a camera down there. That's one of the areas where they come through a fence, and we should hopefully get them on camera. Now we're going to play a clip now of some of the wild pigs from last night, and just ignore the time and on there. Like, the date is right, but the time is wrong. Look how long this grass is. It's like taller than Gina's head. That's so awesome. The jungle. The Portuguese jungle. We have a wild, whatever the hell Masak is. What is he? He's a golden retriever mixed with a white German shepherd. Yeah. So he's like a golden shepherd.
Come in.
And here he comes. Oh, there he is. And he's covered in crap. Who's there? Who's there? Get him! Protect the empire! Look at these crickets. What an awesome sound. So Gina's in our little spare room here with our little chicks. Our chicks have got, okay, so they've got this light that provides heat, but not that much heat. The majority of the heat's coming from that heat pad, which is that yellow angled thing. We've got 3 1-week-old chicks under there. How old are they? 1 week?
Yeah, so this is a 1-week-old. Tiki.
Okay. Look at that little thing. So that's one of the 1-week-old ones. Yeah. Yeah, we've got the one cat. Well, we've got the cat in here, and she should not be in here. She wants to murder these things. And now Gina's going to pick up a 3-week-old chick. Oh, she's going to pick up 2 of them. Wow, okay. Oh, one small one and 1 big one. You can't really see the body size difference though on this camera. I'm looking at the screen.
I'm just worried about knee nails.
She's alright. Oh, she is going for them. Look at that. So yeah, so we have chickens.
And this is TB, but a friend of mine wants me to call it after her, so it's going to be Nicole. But we think it might be a big boy.
I think it might be a boy. I think it's going to be a big old rooster. It's going to be Nicole the rooster, or it could be Nikki the rooster.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
And she's getting lots of its
feathers.
Wings.
Oh,
Fly.
look at those feathers. Amazing. Incredible, eh? 3 weeks. It went from being the size of an egg.
I don't think it's quite 3 weeks yet. I think it's like 2.5 weeks.
The size of an egg to now it's bigger than Gina's hand and has feathers.
And they jump on your hands now, look.
Well, they're incredibly bored in there, so they want to go for a fairground ride.
Look.
It's like, lift me up.
You have to get the other foot on there. And this one, I think this one's really noisy. I think
makes a fuss.
This one's going to be white, I think. Like the one that we lost. We haven't named the little ones. And they won't come out. Probably because they're terrified of Noonars.
Noonars? Oh. Blue murder. And these little ones have got that little eyeliner going on as well. If the camera will focus. Apparently the new feathers are very painful to touch. So when you touch them, when you grab hold of them, that's why they scream. Apparently. I don't know if it's true. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, making sure the cats don't murder these things as soon as they go out. We're not trying to tease the cat here, or we're not trying to scare the chickens. What I'm trying to do is get this cat to realise that these chickens are chickens and not a play toy. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here, because she's very interested, but that could just be because of the size of them. We're obviously not going to leave her alone in this room with these chickens, and you know, it's not. I thought we were gonna pick up all there. Oh look. Oh yeah, look. And you know, we're not trying to tease anyone here, but I think it's important for her to get used to them. You know, we don't want these guys to be running around on the range in a couple of weeks, and for her to suddenly get hold of them with her teeth and her claws. So I think this is a good idea just for her just to experience them, get used to what they are and what they're about. So what's going on, Gina?
We're going to cut into our toasted loaf.
Our toasted loaf, yeah, look at that burnt thing.
And see what it actually looks like inside.
Yeah, it might be nice and moist on the inside and just like, you know, napalmed on the outside. But you know, it's a good start. Oh, ooh, look at that. It actually looks quite nice. Do you want to cut an actual slice and then we can see how smushy it is?
It springs back as well.
It springs back. You know, that's a good sign because Gina's been watching the Great British Bake Off for like the last, I don't know, 6 months.
No, I've run out. I haven't watched it for ages. There's none left.
Okay, so she's run out of episodes. But she knows what she's doing apart from the outside. Externally, she actually said to me she wanted a black piece of bread. She wanted black bread with a nice soft inside.
I'm just talking rubbish now.
But that's what I do best. Yeah, look at that. So do you want to bite into it and let me know what you think?
I'll bite into a burnt bit, an unburnt bit.
Yeah. It's alright?
Well, I think you should take the crust off.
Alright. No, you're right. The crust is not great. But this, oh, that's nice. That part is perfect. But the crust is a little bit thick. No, it's our first try in the oven.
It's not in the oven.
Well, it is. It's in the wood oven. It's our first try in the wood oven. And we only, in England, the amount of wood that I used to create that fire was probably about 2 bags. But in Portugal, obviously, it's a lot cheaper. And, yeah, it was a good experiment.
Yeah, so just at least it's springy.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like the inside. Basically, I think what went wrong is the oven was too hot when we put the bread in. One of the things that we've had to do is put not only this fly screen, as you can see here, but we've also had to put like this little throw that we bought in Thailand, because we're getting so many flies, it's just ridiculous. We've got all the windows closed, and we also have like these like mesh screens for if we actually did open them, so the flies can't get in. They're getting in through this door. I think they're getting in through the bottom of the door. But when I say there's a lot coming in, like when you kill them, they cover the floor. You kill like 30, 40, 50 at a time. It's insane. So yeah, I'm not sure why we've got so many flies, but hopefully this doesn't continue for too much longer, or we find a really good way of dealing with them. They're just all over the outside here.
Killed them all.
You killed them all? No, there's 2 on this door frame here. No, on the door frame behind you, but yeah, okay. You're getting them, Gina. Get those damn flies.
You know, hitting the flies really hard is therapeutic rather than hitting Ken really hard.
Exactly, exactly. I'm happy when you hit those flies hard. I really am. Look, there's one on the light fitting here.
Yeah, well, I can't get them when they're up there.
Before I forget, in these two pots, I planted pawpaw and I planted protea. Now, protea is a, I'm not sure if it still is, but it used to be the South African national sort of plant. It's something that used to grow in a place called the Cedarburg, which reminds me a lot of where we are right now, but obviously in Portugal. So you get really hot summers and you get cool winters. So I'm hoping that the protea is going to do well. And obviously the pawpaw, I'm hoping that's going to do well because I really like pawpaw. There's a cricket over here. He's been here for weeks. I want to see if I can get close without him stopping. Hey, before we forget, I want to have a special shout out to Graham. I used to go to school with him back in the days in Hout Bay, which is in South Africa, and he connected with me recently. And yeah, thanks for the happy birthday, guys. I want to do a shout out. I know you guys are watching this.
And to Lynn, Jim and Ted.
Yes, yes. Yeah, thanks guys.
Woo!
All the best. Yeah guys, it's a chicken eat cricket world out there. There were some crickets over there earlier. And it's starting to sound a bit quiet in that section. Well, it's 10 past 8, and it's a lovely evening. We had lots of rain today, and now it's become like, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up properly, but it's become like a beautiful evening in the clouds over there. And yeah, it's time for me to shut the chickens up, because the chickens have been out all day and now it's time for them to shut up. Shut up, chickens. So it's a good night to the chickens, wherever they may be. It's a good night to the farm because I'm going to go in now, have a nice hot shower, get into some comfortable lounging clothing and just chill out. And yeah, it's been a quiet birthday. It's been a good birthday. And yeah, I hope you guys are keeping safe and lockdown isn't too hard. And all the best, everyone. All the best. Have a good night and farewell.